Now in this video we are going to understand concept of R group. This R group is called alkyl group that we'll study in this lecture. First, to understand the concept of this R group, that R group I'm calling it as group, is alkyl group. Now for the purpose of understanding this R group, you must know something called alkane or basic alkane. As we discussed, and you are all aware of, alkane having general formula CN H2N plus 2. Now this alkanes, I will give names of first few alkanes. That means this CH4 that can be only represented in only one way, that is methane. This you should know. Now whenever I will write CH4, you call it as methane. Then it is C2H6, that is ethane, and the representation of ethane, as we discussed in previous lectures, it is carbon carbon single bond. Then this carbon will have 3 valencies with what? H. And then this 3 valencies with what? H. Then it will become what? C2H6. Then this methane and ethane can only be represented in only one way, that is the way I am showing. Then next 3 carbon alkane, that is propane. This propane is C3H8 and it can be represented as C. This is the chain of carbon atom. This C is having one valency with this carbon, so it is what? 3 valencies with this carbon. Then this carbon will have 2 valencies, that is remaining with what? Hydrogen. We are only studying hydrocarbon, and in hydrocarbon we are only focusing on what? Alkanes. Then C3H8 can be represented in this way, only one way of representation, or only one type of C3H8 that you are getting. Then fourth one is this thing, C4H10. This can be represented as this chain, 1 2 3 4 straight chain like this. Then we can consider giving 8 hydrogen by giving 3 hydrogens to this carbon, then 2 hydrogens to this carbon, then again 2 hydrogens to this carbon, and then again 3 hydrogens to this carbon. Now if it is so, then this C4H10, that is butane, can be represented in two ways, two types. Butane have two types, one chain in which carbons are attached in a straight chain, and other way in which carbons are attached like this. Then this is also butane. That means same formula but structure is different. This carbon will have 3 hydrogen, but consider this carbon, it has already completed 3 valencies, so there will be only one H. This carbon will have what? 3H, and then this carbon will have 3H like this. Then this is another form of butane. Now you have to understand that this is two representations of butane. That means butane can exist in two ways. One way is this straight chain, what I am showing, this straight chain like this, and another one is this branch chain. Branch chain is like this. This is the branch chain. Then butane can be represented as straight chain and can be represented as branch chain. Now next carbon, that is at least we are requiring 5 carbon till now. Now this fifth alkane, that means C5H12. C5H12 will be called pentane, as this is methane, ethane, propane, butane, and this is pentane. Pentane can be represented or it exists in three types. Then we study all three types. First type is but always, but obvious it is a straight chain like this, carbon, 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 5 carbon done. Then it is what? 3 hydrogens to this carbon, then 2 hydrogens to this carbon, 2 hydrogens to this carbon, then 2 hydrogens to this carbon, then 3 hydrogens to this carbon. Then 12 hydrogen completed, as you can all count. Then all other representation I am showing. This is first representation of pentane. That means first form by which it exists in nature. Then it is this chain, this one. Here it is, this carbon will have 3 hydrogen. This is the branch chain. This all 3 hydrogens. Then it is only 1 hydrogen here, 2 hydrogens here, and 3 hydrogens remaining to this carbon. Now this is branch chain because you have to understand pentane existing in this straight chain. Then it is like branch, tree branch, you all know. Then it is like this. This is the branch chain. And the third one, that third form that pentane exists is like this. This one, this one. Then it is 3 hydrogens to this carbon. You have to consider this carbon already have finished it's all the valencies, so it will not have this H hydrogen around it. So it is what? 3 hydrogens to this carbon, 3 hydrogens to this carbon, and then it is like this, like this, and like this. Then you have to understand what I am talking here. We have to understand the concept of what? R group. For the purpose, or R group is called alkyl group. For the purpose, we must know few alkanes and their types. Methane can be represented only one type, CnH2n plus 2, so it is what? CH4. Then C2H6, only one type. Then C3H8, only one type. Then C4H10, that is butane, it is there in two types. One is straight chain butane, another one is this branched chain. Then pentane can be represented in three types. One is straight chain like this, other one is also the branch chain, and next one is also the branch chain like this, branch chain like this. So it can exist in, carbon can bond its own carbons by different ways. So this is the different way of bonding. Then we'll proceed towards our main focus here, that means the concept of R group. Concept of R group. Now R group is basically the alkyl group. Alkyl group, R group is called alkyl group, and alkyl group are made from alkane. This is the representation. Alkane, that is having general formula CnH2n plus 2, and if you remove one of the hydrogen, that is minus H, one of the hydrogen of alkane, you will end up with the group called alkyl group. So what is the difference between alkane and alkyl group is removal of one hydrogen. Then formula will become CnH2n plus 1, and there will be one bond which is empty. That means one bond available for bonding with other entities or other substituents. Then we'll all proceed one by one from the or the types of alkane that we have studied, and then we'll form alkyl groups of them. Then first alkane, that is basic of the alkane, is CH4. That means it is what? Methane. Then if you remove one hydrogen from this methane or carbon hydrogen bond, then we'll end up with this group CH3, and it is what? Empty bond. Empty bond means this bond will be attached to what? Something that is called substituent in organic chemistry, that will come to know later. Now why this is called group? Because carbon, this is the same thing, carbon with three bonds with hydrogen, and one bond I am not showing, that means it will be with something that is called substituent. It may be the hydroxy, that means OH. Then it may be this other thing, that is Cl. Then it may be the other thing called Br. Then as we can consider, we can attach many of this substituent to this carbon. Then you understood this thing, methane, after removal of one hydrogen, it will give you this group. This is not a molecule anymore, this is only the group called methyl group. Then alkane give rise to alkyl group. Alkane give rise to what? Alkyl group. Then methane is giving rise to what? Methyl group. Now this is group, but methane was what? Methane was compound, and this individual methane was what? Molecule. Now proceeding further, you can consider structure of ethane. Ethane structure was like C2H6. If I remove one hydrogen from this methane, it will lead to C2H5 like this. Then this C2H5 will be called ethyl group, and the structure of this ethyl group will be like this: C, 3 hydrogens to this carbon, then 2 hydrogens to this carbon, and one bond is like empty. That hydrogen I have removed, so this empty bond may be attached to other substituent. So this is what ethane give rise to ethyl group. Then next carbon that we are considering is propane. Next alkane that we are considering is propane, that means C3H8. This propane can give rise to two types of alkyl group. That means propane was like this. So if I remove one of the hydrogen from middle carbon, it will give rise to like this, and here the propane general formula will become C3H7, okay, H7, and there will be empty bond. Now this empty bond is with this middle carbon. So if it is this, if it is with this middle carbon, then group is known as isopropyl group. This you have to remember. Then I will again revise that groups, then you will able to understand it better. Then this propane, if I remove one hydrogen, what we have decided, to understand the concept of R group, you have to remove one hydrogen from what? Alkane. But if I remove one hydrogen from methane, I will get only one group, that is what? Methyl group. Alkane, this ANE of this alkane is replaced by what? YL, that is alkyl. Alkane becomes alkyl, so methane becomes what? Methyl. Ethane becomes ethyl. Propane becomes now this isopropyl. And then if I remove, suppose the propane structure is like this, supposing this is what propane structure it is, then you have to understand what difference it makes. If I remove this hydrogen, this one, it will give rise to this isopropyl group, because this carbon is special carbon, that is secondary carbon. And if I remove this hydrogen from this carbon, then I can remove this also, this also, this also, but if I remove any of them, it will make the same sense. If I remove this hydrogen, then this is what? From primary carbon, so it will make another another R group, so it will be like C H H H C H H, and then I remove this hydrogen, so it will be what? Empty bond that will be attached to some kind of other substituent in organic chemistry. So this group that we are writing here is known as N-propyl group. This you have to remember. Now if you understood this propyl thing, propane give rise to two types of group, that means isopropyl group, and then it is what? N-propyl group. You can also consider drawing the alkyl groups for pentane. Now fourth alkane, fifth alkane actually. Fifth alkane that we are considering writing here is pentane. Pentane, that means carbon with alkane with 5 carbon. So its formula will be like C5, then what? H12. If I write pentane structure again here, then it will be what? Straight chain like this. So this straight chain pentane will be like this. Then pentane type will be what? 3 types of pentane. Another pentane type will be what? Like this. And another pentane type will be like what? This. Then these all pentane types can give rise to different kinds of alkyl groups. Then I'm not going to show all the alkyl groups here because this is only the introductory parts. Again, if we consider drawing consider drawing all the alkyl groups, it will be very difficult, or it will be little somewhat complex. So I am considering drawing only first 4 alkanes. Now this pentane can give rise to a different kinds of alkyl group by removing. If I removed this hydrogen, it will give rise to a one alkyl group. If I remove this hydrogen, it will give rise to another alkyl group. If I remove this hydrogen, it will give rise to another alkyl group. So it will be what? 3 alkyl groups made from what? This first type of alkane, pentane. Then it can be second type of alkane. If I remove this hydrogen, then it can give rise to a different alkyl group. If this is the hydrogen, it can give rise to different alkyl group, different. This one will be the same. Then you have to understand that it can give rise to the different alkyl groups. Then I will revise it again. We are understanding the concept of R group. R group is basically what? The alkyl group. For understanding this alkyl groups, we have to understand alkane. CH4, that is simplest of first alkane, that can be only represented in only one way. Then ethane can be represented in only one way. Propane can be represented in only one way. Butane can be represented in 2 ways. Then pentane can be represented in what? 3 ways. Then these ways of representation will give rise to different alkyl group, because how alkyl groups are going to form is alkyl groups. Alkane, if I remove one hydrogen from alkane, it will give rise to alkyl group. Then basic alkyl group that you have to understand is from methane, that is methyl group. If I remove one hydrogen and attach to something, then ethane, if I remove one hydrogen, then it is propane. If I remove this hydrogen, it will give rise to what? Isopropyl group. If I remove this hydrogen, give rise to isopropyl group. Then if I remove terminal hydrogen, it will give rise to a different group. Because, and why I am removing different kinds of hydrogen? Because this is secondary hydrogen, this is secondary carbon, and this is what? Primary carbon. If I remove from this, that will be different, and this, if I remove this hydrogen, it will make a different alkyl group. Then forgetting all this, now if you understood something about R groups, R group are basically formed from what? Alkane. Then this alkane, if I remove one hydrogen from the alkane and attach that alkane with something else, then it will give rise to what? Alkyl. That means group. Now I will give examples of this R group. This R attached to something. This can be, again I am writing, this can be any entity called substituent in organic chemistry, that you will later understand. If it is OH, then it is what? Alcohol. If it is if I remove OH, then if it attach Cl, then it is halide. Then if I remove this Cl, then I will attach this NH2 group to this R group, and it will become what? Amine. This you have to understand. In later part I will cover all this, but now you understand your focus should be on this alkyl group, R group. R group, basically R is symbol for what? Alkyl group. Alkyl group. And what is difference between alkyl and alkane is only one hydrogen. So you have to understand or mug up. You have to mug up the names of few alkyl group. That means this one CH3 and bond to something. Why this bond to something is written here? Because carbon have tetravalency, carbon have 4 bonds, then 3 bonds with hydrogen, 1 bond to unknown. Just because it is not shown, this thing is called what? Group. And then this thing is specifically from methane, so it is called what? Methyl group. Then first group is what? Methyl group in the alkyl series. Then second group is this thing CH3 CH2, that means C2H5. This is combinedly can be written as C2H5. Then this C2H5, one carbon is having all 4 bonds, other carbon is having what? This bond with carbon, these 2 bonds with hydrogen, 1 bond with another entity that will come later, that will be OH, that will be Cl, like this. Then this C2H5 is called what? Ethyl group. Then again proceeding further, 3 carbon alkyl group you have to understand. 3 carbon alkyl group will be like this. First HH HH HH, that means this will be what? Propyl group. And basically if I am removing this hydrogen, this is the empty bond here, so it is what? Propyl group is N-propyl group. And if I consider another structure of this N-propyl group, I have to remove this or this hydrogen, then it will be isopropyl group. So it will what? H H H, then this is H H H H, and this one will be attached to something that will be what? Empty bond. So this kind of group is called isopropyl group. Now for practice I will give these 3 alkyl groups here. Okay, if you understood all this, I will give fourth one that you have to understand is this thing CH3 C CH3 CH3, and this is the empty bond, and this group is called tertiary butyl group because it is formed from what? Butane, tertiary butyl group. Then how many alkyl groups I covered? I covered one methyl, then second is ethyl, third is N-propyl, fourth is isopropyl, and last one, fifth one is tertiary butyl group. Then all this group I will write it here as you can observe them in one glance. This one CH3 CH3 CH2, this one is different, ethyl, then it is CH3 C H CH3, that means isopropyl. It can be like CH3 CH2 CH2, that means this one is N-propyl. And last one is this thing CH3 C CH3 CH3, and this one is attached to something. Then all this group combine, I will name them. This one is what? Methyl group. Group I am saying because it is having not having all 4 carbon bonds, so it is what? One bond with something that you will understand later. Methyl, then it is what? Ethyl, then it is what? This one is called isopropyl. Its name is isopropyl. Then you don't ask me why isopropyl, because its name is isopropyl, as all your name is what? Anish is having Anish name because his parent given that Anish name. Now isopropyl, then it is what? N-propyl, then it is what? Tertiary butyl. Now these all alkyl groups you have to remember. Then if you remember all this alkyl group, then this alkyl group in organic chemistry can be represented just by showing R attached to something. That means this is methyl. If R is there, then you can understand, you can attach this methyl here instead of R. Then it is ethyl, you can attach this ethyl here instead of R. If it is isopropyl, then you can attach isopropyl instead of R. And then it is N-propyl, then you can attach N-propyl instead of R. And then it is tertiary butyl, you can attach tertiary butyl instead of R. Then I will start by giving example now. Now you have to understand different classes of organic compound. First class I am showing R, O, H. Now this class of organic compound is known as alcohol. Now this alcohol I am showing by a general formula, that is ROH. If I am showing it by a general formula, then you can give the few alcohols by knowing simple few alkyl groups. If I start giving few alcohols, then my first alcohol will be like this CH3OH. Now you understand that carbon have 4 bonds, 3 with this hydrogen and 1 with this what, OH group, that is hydroxy group. Then this structure completes and this is now a molecule of CH3OH. That means you can call it as methyl. That means this is methyl group, so it is what, alcohol, methyl alcohol. You remember different R groups, then you can write, instead of methyl, R group can also be this C2H5, then it is attached to what, OH, then it is called ethyl alcohol. Then this alcohol classes of compound, alcohol family, you started understanding that alcohol family can contain methyl group, then it is ethyl group. And how this methyl alcohol is going to form, you can simply consider the parent of methyl group, that is methane, parent of methyl group, that is methane, and you can simply remove one of the hydrogen from methane and you can simply add one of the OH from this alcohol. Then if I remove one hydrogen from this, it will become what, CH3, and if I add OH, then it will become what, CH3OH. Now onwards you have to only remember the name methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol. Then next R group that you remember is C3H7OH, but this is not the complete representation because C3H7 has two attachments. One will be like this, C3, that means CH3, CH2, CH2OH, and you have to count that this is containing 3 carbons. If you understood, if this 1, 2 and 3 carbons, then you have to count hydrogen, 3 plus 2 plus 2, that means it is only what, 7 hydrogens and OH group. But OH group is attached to this carbon, that means it is what, primary carbon. If it is attached to primary carbon, then this group is straight chain group, and this straight chain group I previously called it as what, N-propyl alcohol. Then this is the simplest of the alkyl group representation. Then C3H7 may exist in different form like this, CH3, CH3, and this OH can be attached to what, this carbon, middle carbon. And what is special about this carbon and this carbon was primary carbon and this carbon was what, secondary carbon. So it is what, OH attached to secondary carbon, alkyl group changes, alkyl group name changes, alkyl group will be of 3 carbon but it will be changed alkyl group, and then that will be called what, isopropyl group. Now isopropyl group and the compound will be called what, isopropyl alcohol, isopropyl alcohol. Then if it is isopropyl alcohol, first it is what, methyl alcohol, ethyl alcohol. C3H7 has two kinds of this groups, N-propyl and isopropyl. Then third one will be tertiary butyl group that you have to attach, tertiary butyl group, last one. Then tertiary butyl group was what, like this, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, and this will be what, OH. Then this will be called tertiary butyl alcohol, tertiary butyl alcohol. Then how this tertiary butyl alcohol is going to form, you have to consider alkane, parent is alkane again, alkane we are talking about. Then this was having H here, so formula will become C4H H10 actually, H10, alkane will be what, CnH2n plus 2, so it is C4H10. Then among this C4H10 I removed this hydrogen and attached what, OH group here, so it will be what, tertiary butyl alcohol. Then why it is called butyl, because it is made from what, butane. And if you have to understand extra, then why it is tertiary written here, because OH is attached to the carbon, which is what, a tertiary carbon, tertiary carbon. Then if it is so, then you have to consider all this group in one look. Methyl alcohol, then it is what, ethyl alcohol. Then this propyl alcohol has two types, N-propyl alcohol and isopropyl alcohol, and this extra group given to you is tertiary butyl alcohol. Then now what I expect from you from this lecture, I don't expect that you understood fully in all this lecture, because organic chemistry will be, or understanding organic chemistry will be like a journey, and for the this journey you have to understand, you have to be patient. Okay? Then what I expect from you people is to consider this, whenever I will write this R group, what this R group means, this you have to understand. This R group means this is alkyl groups, and what are the forms of alkyl group, you write it with me, forms of alkyl group that you know already, basic groups, and you have to consider my words. बच्चों R groups जो है वो कितने types के होते हैं, तो वो thousands and thousands and trillions and anything, any innumerable word that you can remember from counting the mathematics. But for the purpose of introductory chemistry, you have to understand this 4,5 alkyl group. That means this one is first methyl group. Thousands and thousands of there, but you have to understand this first. This will be okay for your 2-year curriculum. I said okay. Okay. Then this is what, ethyl group. Then it is what, and you can check molecular formula always. This molecular formula will what, Cn H2n plus 1, and there will be a one empty bond to the carbon. Then you have to understand, if it is 3 written, if it is 1 written here, so it is what, 1 into 2 2 plus 1 3, so 1 3 like this. Then this you have to remember, it is C2, this is what, C2H5, so it is what, C2, 2 into 2 is 4 plus 1 5 and 1 empty bond. Then propyl carries two kinds of alkyl group, that means this straight chain one, this is what, N-propyl group, and one is this branched chain, that means this thing, and this is what, isopropyl group. And the last group, this one is N-propyl, this one is isopropyl, and this last one, this is what, a tertiary butyl group, that means CH3 CH3 CH3, and here it is empty bond, so it is what, structure will be called what, C4H what, H, how many H are there, 3 3 and 3, so it is what, H9. because its parent was what? Parent was alkane, that is butane, that is 4 carbon alkane. So its parent will be what? C4H10. Now it is becoming C4H9 because our terms and condition was what? To remove one hydrogen from the carbon atom. So it will become alkyl group. So it is what? R group. You have to remember these alkyl groups. Before proceeding further, our next part will be understanding the classes of organic compound. For understanding the classes of organic compound, you must know these few alkyl groups, that is 4 alkyl group, that means methyl, ethyl, N-propyl, isopropyl and tertiary butyl group. So you write these structures and you understand all this. I will revise this in a bit. Concept of R group that we are understanding. For the purpose, we understood few alkanes and their names. First 4 alkanes we understood, then fifth one we were also considering. Then this alkane can be represented in different ways because of the carbon catenation. It can link differently with other carbons. If it is linking like 5 carbon in a straight chain, it will be called what? N-pentane. If it is linking like this 1 carbon in a different fashion and other 4s are in chain, then it is called isobutane, and this is tertiary butane. Then sorry, this is N-pentane, this is what? Isopentane, and this is what? Tertiary pentane or called neopentane. Then these all alkyl groups. Then moral of the story, moral of this 30 or 40 minutes is you have to understand R group. R group is this methyl, ethyl, isopropyl, N-propyl and what? This tertiary butyl group. If you understood all this, then we can move further understanding the various classes of organic compounds.